Ooh.
Because it wasn't.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I am your host, Mr. Modern Toyfer, and I am joined by the founder of the NEC Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator pooters, the man who doesn't understand what it means when I said I'm hitting him with the ooh woo, my YouTube wife, Jarmar _games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toyfer has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the master of mech, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails, Nate. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I think I'm doing particularly well now that I know I can order a Blizzard through an app now.
Yeah.
It's changed things for me.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing at the fact that I'm like, all right, we're going to go live. I'm going to hit him with the ooh-woo. And then Jarmar starts having a whole conversation about how he's going to order things through an app.
I'm sure they appreciate the lead-in. Yeah, they're like, whoa, what's happening? What did I miss? Well, if you were a Patreon subscriber, you could see our lead-ins.
We would don't.
You could.
No, you couldn't.
See.
Unless you're going to start recording it, I don't have access to record and be live.
In theory, one could. It doesn't
or
guarantee
they could just
anything.
be on the show.
Yeah.
there
There's a
you
Patreon level
go.
for that. And then you could sit there and you could BS for 10 minutes while everyone waits about stupid shit that doesn't matter.
You might. What do you mean? I can add peanut butter to every Blizzard without asking.
I just want the record to show to everybody
recording.
that when we finish recording the podcast, usually 9 times out of 10, one or both of them either needs to go get water, pee, or get their purchases. So that's why you have to wait the full time of...
This guy just work all the time.
Okay, you really want to get to it. If we started at closer to 9 like we're supposed to, then you could get a break before we go live.
Oh, he's never late.
I'm once in a while, but someone's consistently not here until almost 9:15.
Well, he was early.
There you go.
Yeah, and then you're like, why are you yelling at me? And I'm like, because you're not early for a change.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
In my defense, there was one time where you were just like, they've got it, and you just rolled over and went back to sleep. So I did. I'm just trying to stay on it. Like if he's not here by 9, that means something's up because he's here usually like 5 to 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
Oh man, we must have really bored the chat because like it went from like being super active during the like starting soon screen to just
they're like,
dead. Yeah, they're like, can we go back to the elevator music that keeps getting copyright stricken even though it's free use because the website like gave you a key?
Really?
Yeah, it's been weird. Just recently, they've been like hitting us with it, and then I have to dispute it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's right, you have a key," and then they stop, and it's like a whole thing. It's been annoying.
Yeah.
Nate is allowed to be late. Perfection takes time. Listen, no, if you listen to next week's episode of the podcast, you'd know that Jarmar is the perfect person, and he has no problems.
That's true.
Except for aging. True. Aging is this one problem.
That's true. And it happens to all of us. I'm just hoping by the time I get to a certain age, the real AI will, fix that. I'm sure.
Hey, I want to ask the chat. So you, we don't have to type it because they'll hear us.
Yeah. So you can just ask.
Type it in, Mike.
I'll type it in if I really want.
Chat, I need to know if you guys want to see my record store day purchases this week as well.
Not where I thought that was going.
Yeah.
Also, chat, let us know if you'd like to buy a sexy calendar of Nate and his toys.
It's like, I have HJ.
That's it. Like HJ?
Just
perfectly placed. Yeah.
I was going to say you need more than micro
You could get the clamp guy from Motu to pinch your nipples.
Ooh.
Oh.
What's that guy's name, Jarmar?
Clap draw.
What?
I'm gonna take it.
I don't know.
Clawdor.
It's something.
Someone says, sure, why not? I'm assuming that's to your records, not to the sexy calendar.
I'll take a sure, why not? There's only
Carl said yes and yes to both. Right. Nipple clamp was what they
Clamp champ.
Yeah, clamp champ. Ooh, that sounds like a Pokemon.
No, he's right, a clamp champ.
That's his name?
Wait, that's his name?
Yeah.
You're fucking with us.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
His name's Clamp Champ.
The guy that has the huge is your thing? Yeah.
He's a claw
Clamp
hand.
Champ. Oh, that's
Oh,
Clawful.
you're thinking of the other one.
Clawful.
Yeah.
I don't know
What's
which
his
one
name?
he's talking about.
He's talking about Clamp Champ.
Clamp Champ.
I've never seen Clamp Champ.
Just let it go. I was right, okay?
I just want to know who. I've just never seen him, so I want to see him now. So I'm going to Google this while Nate lets us.
He's
know
like the
question.
only black Motu character. So.
Oh, I remember this now.
Sunman?
Well, Sunman's
He's
not
not
technically. See, he's not.
See,
technically
Jarmar pays
Motu.
attention.
I pay attention. I just don't know the names.
Okay, I remember that guy. Just the way you described him didn't make sense. You made it sound like his nipples were the clamp, so I was confused.
No, you were just thinking about nipples and clamps.
Well, that was the
And
whole
so when I
joke. So
said-
yeah, but no, it was,
When I said Clamp Champ,
it's this guy.
you just
Yeah.
thought of nipples.
Well,
being-
no, it was Nate went like this. So
Well, I know,
took
I
it as
know.
his nipples were the clamp, and so I was confused.
So would be a lot of children if that was a Motu figure.
Well, the '80s were a wild time.
They were. They absolutely were.
So numbers game.
Yeah.
That's the only one I need.
Numbers game. It's going to be between the numbers of 1 and 50.
Okay.
Have a better shot.
Okay.
All right. Your question is, how many figures were released the first year of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero in 1982?
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Oh. Just if anyone was paying attention ever, I now have a black Sharpie instead of that.
Oh, so that
green
neon
one.
green one that we can't read.
It only took me like 5 weeks to bring it down here. So now I can just write over top of the neon green. You know what I'm gonna get? I'm not gonna say it
erase
because
board?
well, I'll say it. Yeah, I'm gonna get a mini Jai erase board. It might be next week
It might be 6 months.
or
from now.
like 2 years from now. I don't know, but I'm gonna get one eventually.
Stay tuned.
All right.
I don't buy things if you can't tell. My wife does the buying. I have to
Oh.
like just have a.
That's
well,
true.
you
When we
know.
did Secret Santa, you said you didn't order your gift because you're waiting for your wife to
problem.
order stuff from Amazon.
And not in like a weird, 1960 kind of way. It's just that like
No, it's
I don't
quite the
know.
opposite. It's she's the outgoer, and you're just like, I don't want to do things.
yeah, it's what it is.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, I have my number. Are you ready, Jamar?
Oh yeah, I have mine.
I drew the little lines from the logo on it, so I'm hoping that makes it right. All right, 3.
I could show the board. It's
2.
not like no one's gonna
Yeah, we
know.
can't make fucking sense of it anyway. 1.
It's 18 because it's 426.
Okay. Mine's 24.
Wow. Jamar continues.
Oh my
the streak.
god! Get fucking wrecked, dude.
Yeah,
It's
there was,
so funny.
Listen, I had like a
13
3-month streak, so it's your turn.
13 Joes and 3 Cobra were released the very first year.
Which is what someone said in the comments just now. They said OG 13 plus Cobra. But I'm like,
OJ.
Cobra, how many Cobra are there though? So that didn't answer it.
Yeah. Cobra
Oh, so you were
Commander,
cheating.
Cobra Soldier.
No, I got it
Cobra
wrong,
Oh.
or I would have been because
Yeah.
13
Well, you
plus
didn't know how many
Cobra.
Cobra.
Yeah, but if,
I
like
know.
I would have done 26, and if I was like, oh yeah, there's 13 to 13 then.
So I have a couple things. My first thing is not actually a weekly purchase. It's a weekly
Return.
giveth,
Oh,
Gift.
receiveth. So,
gift.
so Wes saw something cool online from a guy who was selling it on the shop for like a 3D printer, and it was a cool reveal that he was like, "You should do this," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that." And then, just about I don't know, 5 minutes ago, I realized that the figure that these are for are on the shelf still, so I fucked up. But it's clear bow staff
Okay.
for the invisible Mikey, and then a replaceable
oh, that's
head.
dope.
So it's cool. So eventually I'll go and put these on there, but yeah.
He can't do it
So-
right now because he's all the way up
No.
there.
So that was my first cool thing. He said how like cool it was. He was playing with it. He bought I think he said he got 3, and he was like, we were meeting up to go see Evil Dead Rises, And he was like, "Oh, I was in the car," and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And he went to bend it, and it just snapped instantly. It's like, all right, well, it's a good thing I bought 3.
He was like, "Oh,
So,
sorry, Jarmar, yours freaking broken."
but yeah, that was a complete surprise. That was awesome. I didn't know or anything, so that was cool. Um, I guess I'll follow this up with another thing that Wes mentioned. I think he watched the show. He was on the live stream last weekend. I was showing off my jujitsu figures, and I was saying like, I don't know how I feel about them. And then he was like, "Wait, you didn't get the Demon Slayer ones?" And I was like, "What?" And then he told me McFarlane makes Demon Slayer figures,
Yeah, I
and
just
they're
started
7-inch
seeing him
scales.
this past week.
I just started seeing
And
them too.
holy shit, they're good. So I have Tanjiro, and just it's obviously not like Figma level, but
Yeah.
for $24.99,
Yeah,
these
compared
are
to like 50.
fucking really, really good. They come with some cool like effects with Tanjiro. He has like the water breathing thing, so it's like a big like whoosh thing before. It's nowhere near as good as like the detail to the one I have like with the Nindoroid, but again, super, super cool. This thing here, I'll pull the stand off. I thought this was super interesting. He has like these big ass pants. I don't know what they're called, but they hit the
Sweatpants.
hinge behind the like pants. So like when you like bend his knee, I'll break this on
I was
camera.
like, you're gonna end up like that.
When you bend his knee from the front, it looks normal, but then in the
Huh.
back, like the joint is in there, and I thought that's a really cool way to hide that. It's just overall really good. Ab crunch more than what I had in the Anime Heroes one. So that was really cool. I got Tanjiro, and then let's go his little demon sister, and you can kind of see. I wanted to show like specifically on her because you can like it has like a really cool like sculpting for her head, and I don't think it's gonna pick up because she looks super super pale.
Mm-hmm.
But she has like the veins like popping out on her face,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see like all the detail on it. The little kimono dress thing like kind of comes apart, so you can
Okay,
like
it's got
pose her
little
legs even
cuts in it.
better. It's just so well done that like I'm like if you told me this was I know this isn't like a huge ringing endorsement, but if you said like Marvel, like Hasbro made this,
I
I'd
would
be
believe
like,
you.
oh, okay. I would be like, that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, like, God, this is like it's really, really good for $24.99. I'm like completely shocked. I haven't purchased a McFarlane figure in I don't know at all.
So just to let you know, I didn't reach out to you when I saw those 'cause I thought I was under the
Because you
impression
hate
that
me.
no, I was under the
No,
impression
that's
that
fine.
you were only doing those characters in Nendo.
Well, so I do have them in Nindo, but then I saw them and I was like, okay, I think I want to get these here. Like, I just want to see more. Like, give McFarlane more anime lines. Like, give him more. Take away like anything that actually has like human faces. Take that away from him, but just give him more anime line. I'm totally
You
in for
do
that.
have some McFarlanes. You have the Last Airbender.
Oh shit, those are anime, but those are the small. I didn't do
Yeah, those
the
are the
7-inch one.
5 points like type
Yeah,
ones.
that's true.
Which,
That's
if you
true.
want
Which
the 7-inch ones, I've seen a bunch of them on sale here recently.
that's what I was just about to say. Like, are the 7-inch like ones as good like detail as these? I guess I
I
always
think
strayed
so.
away from them because what did I have McFarlane? Well, I guess normally the 7-inch they're just so big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I lied. Um,
What else
do
do
I
you have?
have? I think I have Bakugo and All Might from My Hero, and they're just those are like some of the first early like things that I purchased like in my collecting for the show kind of thing. But those are so big, they're like way out of scale. Like Bakugo is the same height as
Yeah, those ones were
like
pretty big
All
when they
Might.
did
Like
them.
they're just
Yeah.
like it's just weird. So they all feel like Batman to me. Is kind of what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you told me that they're making like a Demon Slayer like figures, I'd be like, no way, they're all gonna be like the size of Batman. But they're not. They're just so good. They're
Now,
really
is
really
there a
good.
Batman in the Demon Slayer line?
If there is no, there's no Batman,
That's
but
Oh,
there is a
okay.
Michael Jackson. So that makes a lot of
Okay.
sense if you watch the show. He's like the main demon who makes other demons, and like he really does look like Michael Jackson.
Alrighty then.
It's hilarious. But yeah, so my last purchase sticking on an anime trail because I feel like if it's not Turtles, this is pretty much the only other property that I purchased things for. And this one was like kind of a weird one because I don't know. I was just did I already show it? I think I showed it. I think you guys might have seen it. I think you might have seen it. Anyways, you guys have already had it. You know what it is. It's Gohan.
I mean, I haven't
Nice.
bought that one, but
Oh,
I'm glad you
had
went
it.
and got it after I hit it for you.
Yeah, because at first
I
I
don't
was like,
love
nah,
you.
I'm not gonna. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna go back and get it. Should I? And then I went and saw it again on the way before the movie, and I was like, oh man, this is so cool. But then actually opening it, so I have been, fortunate enough to get some like hand-me-down sort of things, if you will, from you guys, and those I guess are like the 1.0 bodies.
I mean,
Is
the one
that
I gave you
the
was not
thing?
the 1.0 body.
Well, like this one here doesn't have like the hard pieces. Is that it just different in this
That's
character?
just different than that one.
Oh, okay. It's just interesting because it like does I don't know it just feels cool. And then the face swaps, maybe I haven't. I think my Goku, you don't take it off like this, right?
Goku, you have to remove his hairpiece and then you remove his face.
But it's like a harder plastic, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I mean, the face
Maybe I'm.
isn't, but
His
the
face?
hair is.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just making that all up then, since it's been a while
Well, the
since I've
face
actually
is usually
changed
harder
this.
than the hair.
Is it? I thought it was the other way around.
I could be wrong. I just didn't realize that. It just felt like this was way more well made. I guess if that makes sense.
Oh, it's
and I thought because
one of the
it
newest
was
ones on the market, so in theory, it
Yeah.
should be better made than the old, like previous ones.
Yeah, no, it's really cool, and I like it a lot, and so it's my purchase. So it was really cool. It makes me want to get like some blast effects, but I don't know if I'm really to spend that much money on it.
If you
But it
don't
would be
care, if you
cool.
don't care if that it's like a dark pinkish purple, I have one you can have.
Well, I'm assuming that's because it's not like anime accurate.
I know it,
And
it
I, like,
looks great. There was a guy who was making them. He made a special beam cannon and a bunch of Kamehameha blasts, and I got the special beam cannon. And I got the purplish one because I wanted it for Vegeta, but I just don't use it. So like
I
it's
see
just
what you're
been in a
saying.
box. So I'll put it with your stuff if you want it.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I like just kind of inspired me to put all my stands together, and I have a new shelf, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to actually just sit down and take like 20 minutes, probably an hour is really what's going to be, and like put together like my DBZ shelf. So that's really cool.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, I feel like I had a pretty good weekly purchase. It
Yeah.
has given me joy, and that is all that matters, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Tune in next week.
Yes. So is my turn then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
So
gonna
real
play with
quick,
this
a
one.
couple things in chat. Wes called someone a slacker. I'm assuming it's one of us.
Oh, it's me for not going to probably get Invisible Donnie off the shelf.
Let's see. Ted Darkclaw. Hey everyone, how's it going?
up?
Michael has money to burn, but effects and not even use them. YouTube money. I do not have money to burn. I bought those like a couple years ago, probably a year ago at this point. I'm the opposite of having money to burn.
Is that like just like poor?
Yes.
It's just
100% that is what
the
it is. But no, I bought those effects and I used them in like some photos and stuff. And the special Canon one I'm keeping. But yeah, the Kamehameha Blast one, it'll do you more good than me. But anyway, yeah. So before I show my stuff, if you clicked on obviously the thumbnail and the title, we will have story time at the very end of the live stream where I will discuss my first time being accosted by a Hot Wheels collector at my place of work. Since I tried to tell these two and all I got was like a thumbs up. So I'll tell people who care.
That wasn't
was
that inviting?
buying a lawnmower.
We were waiting for the rest.
No,
of the
inviting
story.
would be to take the effort to say, oh, or what happened, or literally anything
Listen,
other than
dude.
reactionary emojis.
I work more than 2 days a week. Give me a
I
break.
work more than 2 days a week too.
Wait, wasn't that today?
Who, him?
Did you send that message today?
I said that yesterday.
Oh shit.
We literally played games together and you didn't even reference it. So I don't want to hear it. Yes, I will tell it to the chat since my co-host didn't
Okay.
give a fuck.
All right.
Anyway, so
That means we get to leave, right?
no.
They're trapped. They have no
you have to sit through it too. You're more trapped than they are. They can click X. You guys are stuck here.
That's true.
Anyway, so at this point, people know two of my purchases. So I went on a little venture after one of my co-hosts told me that he saw the Street Fighter figures at Target. So
Oh,
I went
okay.
to Target, I hid his Gohan for him, and they did not have him. And I just assumed he was crazy. But then I was like, fuck it, I'll go to the other Target that's like 10 minutes away. Why not? And they had him. So he wasn't crazy.
I
But
cannot believe they disappeared.
I can because the other
Wait,
Target only had two Ryus and one Fei Long. So it doesn't surprise me at all.
crazy.
And apparently they're very hard to find everywhere. And people are charging ridiculous amounts for them. So yeah, I'm glad that those are like available on Big Bad Toy Store and everywhere, and it's not just like a retail exclusive. But anyway, so I've got Fei Long. He's pretty cool. I've been having a lot of fun just posing them and
Who made these? Jada?
Jada Toys, yeah.
Jada.
Who like if they like continue and expand on other licenses, shit, they're a contender. Like these are some quality figures. Also got Ryu. Also for the record, you can 100% kayfabe it and make him do the Hadoken, but if you try to do it from the front, not so much.
His pecs are too big.
Yeah, he can't.
This is
Like
unreal.
they got the butterfly joint, so he can go inward. His titties are too big. He can't go all the way inward.
Yeah. How much were those?
These were 25 a piece.
Wow.
So yeah, they're just retail figures,
Okay.
but like they're really like look at that fucking posability on him. Like, and they each come with two an extra set of hands, an extra head, and then a effect. So you got the Hadoken effect, then you got whatever his like flaming kick thing is. I did the review for Ryu. It came out on Monday, so if you want to see a closer look at that or the how to pose it video, both up on the channel. Fei Long will be next week's review and everything like that as well. They have a Mega Man line. Yeah, the Mega Man line's coming out here soon.
For
Jada Toys, they're doing a Mega Man
okay.
lines, and they're going like super deep with it. Like they've already like announced like
Yeah,
like
but
a
it's probably
bunch of them.
doing like the first. I just want Mega Man X.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like
they're doing the
my-
classic first, so you're gonna
Yeah.
probably be a hot minute for you to X. They make X figures though that you can get if you.
Yeah, there's a Nendoroid that I want really, really bad, but they haven't re-released it yet.
I say it's probably
It
expensive as
won't
fuck.
get re-released. Yeah, and
So.
it comes with the power suit. The
Oh yeah.
fuck.
So my last purchase though, a little salty about. I decided against my better judgment to get this because I was like, you know what? Do it for the channel. You need things to review. Because if you just stick to Mafex stuff, then you're just gonna have a hard time expanding the channel. So I got it because I was like, you know what? Maybe there's a chance I'll like it. But it just made me more mad. But I'm gonna review it anyway. And that is the PS5 Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man.
Oh,
I was
You bought
already.
that for $35?
I did. Plus
Damn.
shipping.
Wow.
Wow.
I was gonna say, where did you get it from? But
Big Bad
you
Toy
ordered
Store because they were like,
Yeah.
we have them. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it for the channel. For the channel. And I'm more mad than I was when they announced it. Let's just say that. I have some very strong opinions, and you'll have to wait a week and a half for that review to come up because boy, oh boy, was this a fucking lazy money grab, and I'm very upset about it. So yeah, you'll have to keep in mind for that. What else has Jada made? They made the Universal Monsters figures, which they're fine, but with NECA being on the market, I paid the $10
at the
more to get
same
the NECA. Yes, for the channel. What else we got here? Hot Wheels collectors are barely human. Yes. Why did you do it? For the channel. That's why. I've said that several times at this point. For the channel, because you have to have, when it comes to reviewing, you have to have somewhat of a diverse catalog. Otherwise, you're going to pigeonhole yourself into a corner of the YouTube internet where you're not going to be able to grow. And if I want this channel to grow bigger, then I have to waste my money on shitty figures that I was already mad about.
Well, don't spoil the review.
Oh, trust me, I have a lot stronger opinions than that on it. And why was it 35? Exactly. Exactly. And we'll discuss that in a week and a half on the Monday review.
Oh man, so long.
Anyway, Nate, what you got?
All right. So it was. I don't have a lot, and it's very specific. But oh wait, where did those
White
things go? Oh, there they
Hasbro
are.
Sync Modern Toy Fair.
Well, I brought it back to save it. So I got some more vintage collection figures this weekend, and the good news is these were all openers. So
That's
the
fun.
40th, the
Oh,
40th
okay.
anniversary wave of reissues came out, and I needed all of them loose. So the weirdest one in the group though was the Yak Face or Sault Marie
Yak
here.
face.
Yeah. So this one was out not that long ago. So I don't really know why they reissued this one, but I still needed him loose. So here he is, looking like Joe Camel.
Why? I always thought he looked
That
like
is
Nigel
my
from the
guy.
Wild Thornberries.
Oh, it does
Oh
look
yeah,
like
he
Nigel.
kind of does. Yeah, no, he definitely does. So he will
It's
be
the
in my
nose.
Jabba's palace setup or on my barge, most likely probably on my barge. Um,
That's what she
and
said.
then I have Cathaba here,
Oh, green puppy
and
man.
yes, so he goes on the first skiff, the first prisoner skiff, so Luke's skiff. So with the release of Velkin Tazeri coming out that they announced last week, the skiff will be complete. So I wanted to make sure I got all my skiff guys. So I'll show these off when I get them all. But here's
Ain't no
Cathaba.
way. There is no fucking possible way that these are actual characters from Star Wars. I
Yeah.
feel like there's not been that many movies, right? Like, how is it?
There's like
There's so
11
many,
movies.
but
These are
like,
all from Return of the Jedi.
I need to watch the movie and look for these like specific characters because
I
it's
mean, I can
insane.
send you a breakdown of where all these characters go on the skiff.
The dude with the big nose, I feel like I would have saw that. Like,
They're all background. That's the fun thing. Like
I know it's
they used to make
insane.
figures about all these with all these aliens.
That's the funny thing is like these characters are probably what like the OG version of the original trilogy where they were like actually there,
Yeah.
not CGI, right?
Yeah.
So it's so funny that they like blend in so much you don't notice them, but then you have all those CGI characters they add that stick out like a
Yeah.
sore thumb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. So then I have Woof,
I
which
feel like
I knew.
that should have been the other guy's name, right?
I don't know. He was Klaatu when I was a kid, so what do I know? But he looks awesome. He's probably my favorite of this group.
Whoa, okay.
And the crazy thing is, these were out 10 years ago. These were 1.0 figures. They did very little alterations on these reissues. So I mean, Vintage Collection was knocking it out of the park even then.
Yeah.
So
Man, that's
he's
impressive.
one that I've definitely wanted loose.
Is that a soft goods skirt?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Also,
And
that's
then-
he's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Oh,
Very good.
Clever.
And then finally we have Nikto.
Wow.
This one I paid a pretty penny for originally for the carded one that I have, but that's all good. I now have him for the second skiff, which I do have a second skiff for. So
He looks like a Ant-Man, but not like,
Like an actual
an
Ant-Man,
Ant-Man.
not
yeah,
not a Paul
like
Rudd
an
Ant-Man.
yeah.
yeah. And then I stopped into local toy store, Sir Troy's.
I swear to God, if you bought all 6 of those at that
All the
ridiculous
Hot Wheels?
price,
Oh,
All 6 of what?
Indies.
you know what?
No. How about something
Oh.
else that
I was really
Ridiculous
hoping the
price.
twist was that he was the Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Collector
Nate
that
is the Hot Wheels
assaulted.
collector that assaulted.
So I went in looking for something completely else, and they had the brand new wave. And the interesting thing about this wave is they never went up for pre-order. So
Even I'm like, I put this shit away and I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, I wish you would have let me know because so I have Cassian Andor. From
Oh,
Andor
those
and
I haven't
those
seen
little-
those then. So that must have been on my day off that those came in.
Yeah. So we have that one.
Now I'm afraid to know where the fuck they put those. 'Cause I'm in the middle of redoing that section.
Well,
So
Nate's bought
Hunter
them all,
from
so
the Bad Batch.
Very nice.
That's cool.
Then Admiral Piet from Return of the Jedi,
Very nice.
which that card back is just awesome.
Yeah, the Death
I
Star in
love
the
that.
background.
Yep. And then this is really cool because one, it's on an Andor card, but It is the Phase 2 Clone Trooper.
Ooh, okay.
So I saw these and I got them, and then I just was kind of like, oh shit, like this wave. And then I realized this wave also included the reissue of Star Killer from the Force Unleashed video game. And I didn't see him or something, so I actually ran back and no longer there. So still need that one from this wave.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah. So, but that's it. That was all I picked up this week toy wise. So 2 new waves of vintage collection. But I did go out for Record Store Day on Saturday. For anybody who doesn't know, that's a special retail release. It's become a thing over the years. They release special editions and live recordings and put Record Store Day exclusive, and people go out and try to flip them and stuff like that. But it's my brother who's as into records as I am, or as I am into toys. I always go with him every year. So I did pick up a couple things while I was out, and you can't. All right, I'm just gonna be careful here because you can. All right. So I picked up the new Lana Del Rey, and I'm strategically putting my hand here because her titty's hanging out, and this one was $1 more than the regular one, so I paid the titty tax and got this version.
All right, then.
I don't know why that looks super vintage though. It's probably the font.
That's kind of her whole. That's kind of her whole vibe, and then
Yeah.
It
just feels
it's always
very,
been her vibe. Yeah.
yeah.
But I've always been a fan of hers. And then the only actual Record Store Day thing I picked up was this Tori Amos. It was all the B-sides from the first album, so I thought that was cool. So it's got the Record Store Day thing on it, but it's cool to have them all. And then I picked up, this was the big purchase of the day, which I got an amazing deal on, and this was a Depeche Mode singles box set from their album Construction Time Again. They did a box set for every album, but this one was a really good deal, so I bought it. I don't have the rest of them, but that's okay. And then when I got home that day, 2 more records had arrived in the mail that are actually a little bit more Modern Toy Fair connected. So
is it the He-Man soundtrack?
Yeah. No, we
I
already
had that.
Yeah. So Godzilla versus
Oh,
Mothra Battle for Earth.
That's sexy.
Yeah, the 1992 movie. And then I always forget the full title of this one. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monster All-Out Attack.
Ooh, I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So got these in. I have Oh, go ahead.
I was just curious, is the soundtrack just like dun dun dun? And then
it's just the music. It's not any of the monsters.
I feel like I need to clip that.
It's an interesting score.
Yeah. So those are from Mondo. So I made sure to get in my Mondo order in before they shut anything else down over there.
I didn't mean to laugh, but it just kind of was funny.
Yeah, I get it.
Cool.
I do have something coming from Pulse tomorrow, and I believe something from Premium Bandai, but it's not something I'm keeping. So,
cool.
Yeah,
I want to know what it is.
I know what it is.
Did you already show your Dinde in the?
Yeah, he pulled it out, and we were like, "Oh, it's massive." It's the whole
Did
thing.
we see?
Yeah,
How
he didn't take him out of the box, but he had it in the box.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't recall seeing it out of the box.
He doesn't take his figure arts out of the box for the first 6 months.
Yeah,
you gotta let him ferment.
He does. He's like a fine wine.
In the outer box.
That makes sense.
With a transformer on it. I totally forgot I even had it. So,
but no, I think I know what it is, and I'm hoping it's the one that I have dibs on that you didn't want to keep.
Yeah, it is the one you have dibs on. I'm pretty sure. So I was going to check if you still wanted that, but
I do.
Okay.
So you have to let me know what I owe you.
Cool.
Yeah, so I guess if that's it, then I guess it's time for story time.
Oh,
story
time.
So I work at a toy store, and I recently am back in the Lego section remerchandising it because it is getting very packed and we don't have a lot of room. So we're trying to like move things around and try to make it work until we can get more aisles put in. And I'm back there working, and this guy walks up and he's like, "Hey, someone told me that you keep the Chase Hot Wheels like cars locked up in the case back here." I was like, "Oh yeah." So I'm like, "If we have any left, it's on the peg over here." So I went to show him. So keep in mind, this is independently owned place. It's not a normal retailer. I personally do not condone some of the decisions made with pricing, but not my pig, not my farm. So we get over to it, and the dude, there's one left, and dude looks at it, he's like, "Oh God, why is it so much?" So it's sitting at $49.99.
Wait, for a Hot Wheel?
Yes, because it's currently, because it was like a 1 in 72 chance, and we somehow got a bunch of them. And apparently on eBay it's like $80. And this guy essentially like was like, "Well, why do you guys do it this way?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, no one else goes through and like puts them in rows of like, the same thing. They just put them out and then you just dig through and find it." He's like, "Is that thing you're gonna be always doing?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, because that's just makes it easier for everyone." He's like, "Well, why? Like, so you're gonna always be charging like that for that? Like, no one else does that." And I'm like, "Well, I assume you mean by no one else, you mean like Target and Walmart, like big retailers." He's like, "Is this not retail?" I'm like, "Well, no, this is an independent toy store." And he's like, "So it's not retail?" I'm like, "No, it's not. It is an independent toy store. It's
Retail.
It's, I mean, but it's not the same.
It's a retail location.
It's not a
but
retailer.
Correct.
So we're not. So
we're
like
a giant retailer.
it's. I explained to him like it's like a local comic book shop, or like Toys Time Forgot, or like many of these other shops that are in the area that while they're able to get things from wholesale, they are not getting things at the level of discount, and they're not held to the same restrictions as normal retailers are. So rather than be taken advantage of by people who are going to come and try and buy it for $10 and sell it for $100, they're going to try to make some of the money off of it." And he just kept trying to argue, like, "Listen, dude, I don't get paid enough to care about this. Do you want it or do you not? Because if not, I'm going to get back to the thing I was working on." And he just kind of huffed and huffed, and his buddy came over. He's like, "They've got it, and it's way overpriced." And I'm like, "All right, have a great day, bud." And just like walked away. And mind you, this guy probably, I want to say in his 40s. Like, he very much so was what we've heard the horror stories about Hot Wheels collectors, where it's just like dudes trying to come and make a quick buck off these tiny cars. And I was like so excited. I'm like, I got my first experience of a Hot Wheels collector like that. I've only heard the stories. I saw the weird TikTok with the.
So did he just think that they were going to be $1? Like,
That's
and
what
he
I'm
Well,
thinking,
those ones are
like,
$10, but yeah, he thought it was gonna be $10, and we just kept them in the case so that way people wouldn't steal them.
Oh,
And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. And
so he tried to buy them elsewhere, couldn't find them,
and then came to
comes
us.
here.
We had them, but we had them at a higher price, so he had left us of a profit margin, and so he didn't want it. Yes. So that was a whole ordeal, and I was so excited. And then I text you guys, and you both just no-sold me. So I went over to my coworkers and my assistant manager. I'm like, "Oh my God, Hot Wheels guys are real," and like explained the whole thing to them, and they at least got excited for me. What the?
Or
fuck
at
is
least
going
they
on
were
in
like,
chat?
I tried to pretend that I was excited for you.
Right? They at least
I guess it should have
pretended for
kayfabed
me.
it.
So hold on, Laser Pants. I can't stay, but I just wanted to say I really enjoy your content, and I'll catch the replay. Thanks. I think he just tipped us
Thank
like
you.
$20. Like, thank you so much.
Is that like a super chat thing or something like that?
Yeah, I didn't know that we could get those, to be honest, because I didn't know how that worked. So thank you so much, Laser Pants. Hopefully you enjoy the replay.
Yeah,
Thank you for
appreciate
that.
yeah.
Do we
Should
give
have
him
bought
his
more this
change?
week.
See, we owe him $19.50 for like
for the level of entertainment he's getting. Anthony Boo-hoo, right? Like, this dude's so upset about it. And he was hell-bent on arguing like semantics of a retailer with me, and I'm just like, bro.
I mean, he kind of has a point, though. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Listen,
you're not a major retailer.
We're not, and listen,
maybe that's a way to put it.
I agree. I do not agree with how we price things. That's why when Nate talked about the Indiana Jones figures earlier, I said the $5 was unacceptable. Because while it's sold out everywhere
Uh,
else, I don't think it's right.
I
Because
don't.
I know what our markup is. So, like, I think it's unacceptable. Like,
Yeah, because you guys still get. I mean, we don't
it's
have to
not like,
talk business,
yeah, we're
but you
not,
still get margins. Like you're not
yeah,
paying MSRP for.
yeah, it's not like we're making $1 off action figures. Like, we are making more than enough to not justify it. Um,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's, so
just a
I don't agree with the
scary
practice at
line.
all. I feel like if you get things at wholesale and it's new, then you should, as long as you can make money off it, do it that way. And guess what? Business dictates that, because all the things that we charge that amount for don't sell anyway, so we lose out on sales. Um, but that's neither here or there. The point is that, like,
Get
with
some
this situation,
coupons.
I kind of agree with it simply because of what it is, but I don't think we should have
Yeah.
put it as high.
Yeah, I just
So,
think like we can just have a random discussion about this, but like it's always so weird of like how much money should you make off of something? You
mhm.
should make as much as you possibly can. I guess
Yeah.
that's like America, right? But like, wouldn't you feel like for that car? I'm sure they don't pay $10 to stock that car.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you like if you sold it for 20? You know what I mean? You would
So,
guarantee the sell,
so
and you still
normally
would make like double what you would normally make off of that.
that's how I look at it, but that's the one occasion in the store where I'm wrong, because we had 6 of that car. We have
Uh,
1 left. So that means 5
what
people.
car was it?
I don't even know. It's some sort of Ronin something. They have a specialty line that's out that does it. But yeah, like, that situation, I agree to mark it up a bit. I think it was a bit high. Apparently, there's some people out there who didn't.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean,
Well, if it's going on eBay for 85, $50 is a deal if you are somebody who's buying it for yourself.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too. That's true.
Mhm.
I guess we're not looking at it from the aspect of like the flipper or the,
Trying to
you
Yeah.
flip
know,
it, yeah.
Yeah. But
but
Because
you
I
know
mean,
that is a necessary evil.
I paid $3 more per figure of regular like Walmart retail or Target retail for these. But I look for deals wherever I can. But at the same time, I am also not against throwing an independent retailer a few extra bucks in order to get something.
Yeah,
So
I get you on that because I would think the same thing because I'm all about the support local. Don't pre-order anything. But
yeah,
I
that's why
feel
you
like
don't
it's a
pre-order
joke,
anything.
but I do mean it seriously. I'd rather just buy it at a store versus like doing that. But by local I mean my local Target. Anyways, the joke's dead now.
Um,
But what I'm saying though is they're still getting the same pricing though. So
not
like the extra,
necessarily.
we're not
like
getting
if
no,
they
no,
I
no.
are,
mean,
So they aren't getting the same deals that like Target and Walmart do. Target and Walmart's discounts and margins are significantly bigger, but by no means is it like a
how do
razor
are
thin
you for
margin.
sure on that?
Because Target and Walmart order millions of product, so
Well,
they
yeah,
get a
obviously,
larger
yeah, but
discount. Because Walmart and Target, because you have to remember, Jamar, like,
that's fair. That's fair.
when I worked at Best
I
Buy,
guess I'm just thinking of
just like some other
other.
people who work at Best Buy, you know how much it is, like, they pay for it because
Right, right.
of the discount there. Well, a lot of other retailers also have access to be able to see those kind of things. And I have friends who've worked at like Walmarts and Targets and stuff, so they have access to that kind of information. And so I like, profit margin at like a Walmart or Target is closer to around, I want to say like 50-60%, sometimes more, for toys, where at like smaller retailers, like independent owned places, it's usually closer to like 35 to 45%, depending on what it is. And sometimes it's even
Yeah,
less.
that's
Like
fair.
the big like replica lightsabers and stuff, those are like maybe like, if you're lucky, I want to say 20%. Like it's not great.
Yeah, but you probably expect to sell a lot less of those. It's more of
Hmm.
like we have it because there's going to be one person that wants them, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Um, oh, someone said Ronin Run RX-7. I think that is what it is. So that's the car.
I want to Google it.
Michael works at Big Bad Toy Store, confirmed. Small shops have been marking chase figures up for decades. That is correct. Not a bad topic to get into detail for a stream.
It's kind of a dope looking car.
I used to work at a pawn shop. We used to run into that all the time. That's like like Hot Wheels people. Like, that's surprising. You always want to stay around 50% margin. I mean, that'd be ideal, but it's not, unfortunately, how the world works for a lot of places. Because even like video games, the margins on those is fucking abysmal. So, and that's at big box retailers, not even at like local places.
Well, consoles, they probably get a better margin off of that.
No, it's actually worse.
Well,
Like, there's a reason, like, when you go to a place like Best Buy, they try to sell you controllers and games and stuff when you buy a console.
It's
because they're making nothing on those consoles.
Well, that's because a lot of the manufacturers are barely making anything off of the consoles.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cool car.
Is it $50?
You can get one for $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that cool, but it's pretty cool. It's like I don't know why. Oh, Ronin. Never mind. I was like, it reminds me of Ridge Racer for some reason.
I thought you were gonna say it reminds me of Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the Ronin car. Oh, I see what you mean now.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I get it, but I just don't necessarily agree with it. But
yeah,
like I said before, not my pig, not my farm. I'm more upset about the fact that someone put those figures out in the middle of me resetting that section, so I'm just wondering how much of my section they fucked up before I get to go back to it.
I mean, it looked fine.
Well, no, because I have them, unlike you put yours in numerical order. In that section, I'm putting them in timeline order. So that means that someone probably just fucking put them wherever.
Timeline order.
They were definitely
by like
first.
The show or movie.
Yeah, so like timeline of like.
Do you realize no one will be like walk into the store and be like, why are these not in timeline order?
And I definitely didn't look at them and go, most of these are in timeline order.
No, but it looks nice, and it just makes it so like being like, hey, oh. And
like,
right now you wouldn't, because the section's only like a third done. I haven't gotten to finish it because they moved me over to Lego to do that. So
I just can like see the review of like, yeah, pretty cool store.
You know what? Fuck
nice
you both.
I'm
gonna go back to
Star
chat
Wars
where they
figures were not in timeline order, so I will not be returning.
Listen, it was just something nice that I wanted for the section. So go fuck yourself.
Car was marked up $50, and some dude was a dick about it.
That's more accurate.
He wouldn't sell it to me for the normal $10 price.
Yeah, he told me that they don't do that here.
Would it be weird if like another store did something like that? Like say a Target, you know, and you go in there and the Chase figure is more expensive now because they're Chase figures.
I mean, GameStop slightly dabbled in that at one point, like considering it.
Really?
Yeah. But
that sounds like GameStop.
But they didn't really have a way of doing it, so they just kind of instead they'd like pull it separately and then like keep it behind the counter kind of thing at a lot of locations. And then people got butthurt about that, and then you know the Funko market and stuff like that crashed, so they just put them out. You can get the white non-chase version for $6, Jamar.
Oh, me personally, I like white cars better.
Hot Wheels to Hot Toys, you always want to give or loan out 1/3 of brand new value.
As the resident financial advisor, Nate, could you explain that for us?
Yeah, can you use
I think he's talking about pawn shop because he worked at a pawn shop.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that you give 1/3 of the value. Hey, that's better than the exchange.
Yeah.
Apparently, we should start taking our stuff and trading it at pawn shops instead.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while. The exchange.
I actually hit a couple of them today. It's not a lot of great stuff right now.
Yeah, it's because no one wants to sell it to them because they're offering 10% for trade-ins. Like,
yeah.
Like when they did that to me, I was like, bro, get out of here. Like, I ain't playing that.
It was weak. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm surprised my earbuds didn't fall out.
I just like that I just like that you tried to get far away from the camera, even though your earbuds are your microphone.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they didn't just blow out though.
That would have been funny. Full on like Popeye the Sailor Man cartoon.
Yeah.
I only have one Chase variant of anything, and it's when I got lucky ordering the Playmates Last Ronin Amazon. That's fucking dope. I'd love to like
Oh,
order like the one of those and just
something and
get
just
the black
happen.
and white version.
I I got I ordered the Us Pops from the Jordan Peele movie,
Oh, okay.
and
Oh, okay, yeah.
the kid I actually ended up getting the Chase, and that was really cool. My wife and I were like, cool, because we love that movie. But then my wife was like, but now we got to order it again because I want the regular one, and I was
You're
like,
like,
yeah,
okay, now send me the one I really wanted,
Right. And then you
please.
get another chase and you're like, God damn it.
yeah, yeah.
Stop sending
So
me these special ones.
yeah,
Wes says, "Excuse me, Michael. You signed an NDA when you left Best Buy." No, I didn't. I didn't even fucking sign a goodbye card. Hell, I don't even think I officially like had a 2 weeks. I dropped down to like part time because I was the only person who knew how to do my job at the time. So I was still like there for them to ask me questions and help out the new person who took my job, who I still feel bad for training them to do my job because then it got like 6 months later got removed. Uh, sorry, Jamar's wife. Uh, but
She's doing fine.
finally, like after so long, they're like, listen, you can either come in and do your e-learnings or you can quit. And I'm like, it's been good. Like, I'm not gonna come in to do e-learnings. Like I
yeah.
was
That
just
would be
coasting
what
on
would be the
getting.
point of that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
granted, I was still getting my discount, so like that discount was pretty nice,
Yeah, but
and I
I
got
mean,
that
just
for.
come in and do e-learnings for a job you're not going to keep. Like,
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean,
What are
I
you
yeah.
learning
I was
at this
still
point?
technically employed for them for like 5 months after I had left.
Oh wow.
So like literally like a month or two after they like that happened is when they got rid of my old position completely, and I was like, oh
They're
well,
like, wait, is he still on? Like, all
It's
right,
too
let's
bad
just
you didn't
clear
like
about it.
hold on because you could have got severance or something for that.
probably not, because I was at that point
Oh,
I had to drop down to part time to be able to not
yeah.
work there anymore. So
That's
yeah, yeah, you can find some good stuff there. We had a John Lennon pop years ago. It sold for $5. It was worth $300 at the time.
holy crap.
Whew.
That would be
It
crazy.
was the yellow submarine chase variant. I got the
Oh, nice. I do
same
remember those.
Ronin figure for half off during their last sale from Dorkside. Oof, I'm impressed that you actually got it.
Oh.
I ordered it
Oh, you know
again
what I
too
just
for the
remembered?
same reason. He ordered another Ronin to get the regular
See, that
version.
I was gonna say, like,
Nice.
that's cool, but then it's like, well, I kind of want the regular
See,
version.
for me, it was
Yeah.
the opposite. Like, I thought the Chase version was really cool, but I didn't have any interest in the regular. So, like, I wanted to get one just for that, but I was like, I'm not going to pay extra for the Chase, and I'm sure as hell not going to just buy it hoping I get the Chase. So, I was just like, it is not meant to be. I,
That's fair.
I, I think I own one Chase as well, and it is that guy right there. And that
Hmm.
one I did pay the
Okay.
extra for just because I wanted it, and I was like, fuck it.
It's my chase, and I want
Comic book
it
shop
now.
nearby had it, and I was like, "How much?" And he told me, and it was less than eBay, and I was like, "All right, I'll be there tomorrow."
Was it?
It was
Never
one,
mind.
yeah, it was yeah, that one,
Because I feel like anytime you say you called, I'm like, oh, I know which one it was,
yeah.
or
Speaking,
messaged, I should say.
yeah, messaged, yeah, I always just message him. I don't call anybody. It's fucking 2023.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dorkside, I got bankruptcy paperwork from their lawyers not that long ago. Like, do you work in bankruptcy, or they owe you, you're getting your money back because of it, or they're telling you that, hey, you ordered all this stuff and you're fucked? Like, I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Now, sorry
Trying
guys,
to
we have to stick around
find
to get the answers from this because I need to know.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna close it
find
out
out
because it's been an
and
hour.
more on next Modern Toy Fair podcast. I don't know.
That
the name
no,
of the show.
this is the Onlyfigs stream, not the Modern Toy for Pod. That's the Friday show, Jamar, that we record before this one, which then upsets Rick
I don't
because
know.
he has to wait 5 to 10 minutes while the coming soon or starting soon stream thing is going, and he gets all
Some
sassy
people
in the
say
comments.
Some people say that's the best part of the stream is
I
the
mean, that's
intro.
probably why it keeps getting copywritten, even though we have a licensing key for it. Did you guys get the black and white Mirage Shredder? That was Auto T. I did not because of that exact reason, and because I didn't really feel a need to get the black and white, because then that would just make me want to get the black and white Mirage Turtles from back in the day.
That's true. And good luck finding that.
So do you guys see who do you guys see taking over the third spot left from Dorkside? I mean, I'm a little biased with my answer, but
Might as well say it because I'm gonna go with it too.
Nerdzoic.
Friend of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
friend of the
Yeah,
show,
there
Big
we go.
Nerdy. I think Nerdzoic's got the best chance at this point to be the next big thing for that. Because there's a handful of them out there, but none of them really seem to be like striving to take that spot where like he's kind of hungry for it. So I think he'll go for it and he'll do really well there. I assume I got it because I had an open order of them. Okay, so them telling you like, hey, sorry, you ain't getting your money.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
All right. Well, we got the answers we wanted, so now we can close out.
I'm trying to find.
What are you trying to find?
Well,
Trying to see if there's any other retailers that you want to put your vote in for?
Oh no, I mean I don't really know because I support local. So
Yes, your local Target. We get it. All right. On that terrible jokes notice, as always, if you enjoyed this stream, please make sure to like and subscribe and come back next week and chat with us because it's always a fun time. Unless there's none of you here, and then it's usually not a fun time. It's just the three of us talking to each other, which we already do for an hour before this podcast, so it gets tiresome.
please don't let us talk to each
other. If follow us Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. You can head over to tpublic.com/Modern Toy Fair to get a bunch of different shirts with different designs on them, from our logos to Neck Illuminati, the Show Me Your Nips, the Cool Become Brave.
Cool Become Brave.
I need to remember to throw an Onlyfigs one up there. I don't know why I didn't. So I'll try to throw that up here in the next week or so. Again, you don't have to get shirts. You can get stickers. You can get books, like notebooks, all sorts of different products. They have a lot of different options. So I'm just like, I don't know.
The popular notebook.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm a little bit out of it. It's been a long day. But yeah, so head over there. Links in the description below. Speaking of links in the description below, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair if you'd like to help support us in this crazy journey. We've got all sorts of different tiers, all sorts of different rewards. You can suggest the fake podcast for Nate. You can get episodes of the podcast early. You can get exclusive podcast episodes here soon. You can get the physical versions of the physical prints of the photos I take at the end of the reviews. You can be a guest on this live stream. All sorts of different options. Nate private picks. Yeah, who knows? If we get enough people, maybe we'll do it next year. We'll do a calendar with Nate and sexy poses with all these things. Nate already agreed to it. It's too late. He's down.
Yeah. All good.
Ironically, even though Jarmar's the one who wants us to start an OnlyFans.
No.
But yeah, link in the description below. We already did like and subscribe. We already did that. You can check Jarmar out over at metal.tv/Jarmar Games. Nate, what you got for us?
Party on. Be excellent to each other.
Okay.
I dig it. On that note, hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. And once again, shout out. What?
Luzanne. That's Michael Jackson and Demon Slayer. His name just popped in my head.
Okay.
If you remember a half an hour ago.
And once again, huge thank you to Laser Pants for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laser Pants.
Thank you.
Yes. When you say laser, I'll say pants.
Laser.
Pants.
Yeah, he's a man of his word.
Yes. Have a good night, everybody.